you don't actually need to go viral. And, you know, viral success actually tends to be counterintuitive sometimes. When I hop on Instagram or when I hop on Twitter, there's a lot of guys that sell courses that are like, hey, I can make you go viral. Hey, I can build your coaching brand so that a lot of people see you and you can make a lot of money. And a lot of them don't get it's not really about going viral. It's about building a personal brand where, a lot of people just generally like you, right? A lot of people just watch your content because of you. The views will eventually come no matter what you're doing, right? But I think we live in an era of social media where people don't really care about seeing all the fancy, smashy setups, and people want to see something real. People want to see a guy live their life, right? People want to see something like the Truman Show esque, right? People want to see a guy literally keep it real for a second. People want to see a guy that's relatable. A lot of people are kind of tired of seeing all these fancy setups and games and stuff like that. And it's like sometimes someone wants to watch something that's relatable and keep it real, right? Which means like they don't need to see the fancy lighting, they don't need to see the fancy setups. Yeah, all that stuff is nice and all, but sometimes people want to see a guy that's just actually relatable, right? So you don't actually need to go viral. And once you keep that in mind, you can stop obsessing over having the best hook, having the best, content material, trying to sell courses. You can stop obsessing over it. And you just got to keep in mind, as long as you're consistent with what you're posting, people are going to start to listen to you and people are going to start to like you. Now, it's just a question of how many. But naturally, when you have an audience like that of people that love you for you, they're going to give you money, right? That's just how it is. And they're going to help you. Why? Because you're helping them. So naturally, it's a positive reinforcement, a positive upward spiral that when you're helping people, and you're not thinking too much and you're not trying to get the perfect hook, the perfect 3-second hook or anything like that, naturally, you're going to meet people that want to help you. There's this quote in psychology that says, that was made by Carl Jung, that said, basically, if you do your work in this world unconscientiously and genuinely, which means if you do your work in this world on what comes natural to you, like what is your life purpose, and genuinely, like you have genuine intentions, like you're genuinely trying to help people, unknown allies will come to your aid. And I believe that because that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me when I started posting a lot of videos. I started uploading a lot of music, which I'm still going to continue to do. A lot of guys would email me that I never spoke to before, and they said, "Hey, Ed, I like your stuff." Some guys would donate me money. And it's like, and not necessarily, it's just a thing where it's just like I was doing my work unconsciously. I was doing what I love to do, and I was doing it genuinely. I was got people genuine advice. And because of that, I had unknown allies come to my aid. And that is how it's going to work. If you spend your time trying to help people, doing your work genuinely and unconsciously, you will have unknown allies will come to your aid, right? Now, for guys who do the opposite, they'll have the opposite happen. But as long as you're trying to help people and you do your work consciously and genuinely, you don't really need to worry about going viral. You need to be consistent over long term, and unknown allies will come to your aid. Yeah.